All right, guess who has 2 thumbs and a learner's permit? This guy. Today I'm going to be driving to the Tech Museum, so let's go. We might have a slight problem.
Hey, so tonight, can you cover for me again? We're going to see a movie this time, right?
I guess.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I'm not sure how much longer I can keep this a secret. My folks are really getting on to me.
You worry too much.
Well, I wouldn't have to worry so much if I had to keep all your secrets for you.
You're right. I'm sorry about that.
I have to get home. You should really think about coming clean.
Okay, maybe you're right. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Hi, Zoe.
Oh.
No time to waste. Let's get prepared for today's experiment.
Yeah, okay. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Hello? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was today? Oh, it's cool. I can just skip it. Where am I right now? I'm at the movies with Susie. No, don't do that. Hello? Hello? Oh, no.
Who was that?
My mom. She's on her way.
Okay.
We might have a teeny situation.
And what might that be?
Oh, never mind. JD's calling.
Hey guys, can you guys come out here? We have a big problem. My car won't start. I don't know what happened to it. I just turned my keys and it wouldn't start. Can you guys just come out here and help me out? Because I gotta go to the Tech Museum and I'm kind of running late. Okay, thanks. Guess I better hustle. Whew, I made it. Cool, let's check it out. This place is huge.
Hi, you JD?
Yeah, sorry.
Hi, Blake Carlson. Let me show you around.
Okay. So, cars always run on gasoline.
They haven't. Early in the 20th century, a lot of the cars were electric, and we have one right here that was used at the same time that some gas cars were out, but really very much used in cities and things in the early days of automobiles. The Baker is interesting in that it was run from batteries from Thomas Edison. So Edison developed the batteries that run this car, and it's very popular.
So why did the industry adopt gasoline as a standard?
Well, what happened was the electric cars were really expensive. The batteries in this car alone cost about double the cost of a Model T Ford. So it was an expensive car, and it just couldn't go very far. It couldn't go really more than about 100 miles, and so outside of the city, it wasn't practical.
So once a few people started using gas everywhere.
Pretty much, and really Henry Ford was responsible for that. When the Model T came out and Ford really made a car that was affordable for average people, they adopted it all over the country, and at that point, it really just took off, and gasoline became the norm.
But now people are looking for alternative fuels for cars.
They are, and right now, really the challenge is we only have so much oil that we can pull out of the ground for gasoline, and so that's a problem, and also the carbon emissions causing global warming. So people are looking at other ways to still get around, but without using gas.
So what other alternatives are there?
We can use other fuels that come from plants, biodiesel and things like that. We also use hydrogen, except for it's kind of dangerous to have in a car, or going back to electric.
So all those are cleaner and cheaper. So why doesn't everyone start using them?
People are starting to. So here in Silicon Valley, you see a lot more electric cars on the road. The challenge is still cost. So, many of the new electric cars, Teslas, Fiskars, and things like that are very expensive.
Oh, sweet, the pools. Does that thing run on rides? I got the supply.
Not exactly on rides. Runs on electricity, so this is an electric-powered three-wheel vehicle, and it's actually classified as a motorcycle. And the reason they do that is it's much easier to get government approval to sell it if it's a motorcycle versus a car.
So that car's over 100 years old, and this car's brand new, and they both run on electricity. Pretty cool.
Okay, so JD said his car isn't working, so should we call a tow truck?
Oh, that won't be necessary. I happen to be a bit of an expert on the internal combustion engine.
Oh yeah, you seem to be an expert on just about everything, huh?
Watch and learn. What do you see?
Well, just a bunch of metal parts and tubes and stuff.
Maybe we ought to start with the basics. This is the engine.
Oh, really?
Yes, the engine. And inside the engine block is a series of combustion chambers fired by spark plugs that drive pistons.
Pistons?
These are the spark plugs here.
Okay.
And what they do is ignite a mixture of fuel vapor and air, which creates a combustion internally, which drives the pistons up and down.
Okay.
So what do you think we should do?
Well, why don't you just tell me what everything else is, and then we can figure out what's wrong? Or we can try to figure out what's wrong?
Okay, let's get to work.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. 5 seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
So I guess where should we start? Well, this is the battery. Here's the fuse box. This is the washer fluid. That's important. This is the radiator. Here's your dual overhead cams. This is where you add your oil. There's your fan belt. Your spark plug right here, your alternator. Then down there you've got your transmission. Inside the engine block are the combustion chambers.
Okay.
And the combustion chambers are where an explosion takes place made out of the fuel from the gas tank and a little bit of air, and it's set off by a spark sent by these little spark plugs, which are tied to the battery and through the alternator.
Almost like it's burning.
Yeah. Combustion is just a fancy way to say fire or burning. And when something burns, there's smoke, right? So it creates gases. Those gases drive the pistons up and down like this.
Got it.
And as they go up and down like this, they make the camshafts go around like this.
Oh, okay.
And then the camshafts, as they go around, send power down to the drivetrain, the transmission, which is a series of gears.
Wait, what's the drivetrain?
Well, it's a box down in it's right down in there. And that's hooked up to the drive shaft, which makes the wheels go around. Basically, It takes this power, turns it into this power, and then it goes down and makes the wheels go around like that. And that's the whole point of, that makes the car go.
Yeah, that sounds really complicated.
Well, it's a complicated way to execute a really simple principle. Back in the old days, they had water wheels, and that's basically the same thing. It
Oh,
just
really?
makes. Oh yeah, yeah. The force of the stream drives the wheel like this,
Okay.
and then you hook that to some gears, and that makes the grinding wheel go like that, and then makes the wheels go around. So you could, if you had a river flowing through your car, you could make it run off a water wheel, really.
Okay.
I mean, that would be an alternative fuel source. In this case, we use gasoline. In that case, it would be water.
We have other alternative fuel sources, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, nowadays we have regular diesel fuel. We have biodiesel. You could put alcohol in. You could even run it on whale oil.
Whale oil?
Oh, yeah. In the 1900s, whale oil was the #1 fuel used in the United States. And as a matter of fact, we used it for cosmetics, lamps, all kinds of stuff. We used, like crazy, you used whale oil.
But what happens if you run out of whales?
Well, there's the rub, you see. Whale oil is not sustainable. It has to be sustainable. You run out of whales, you're out of business. So we went with gasoline for a variety of reasons. That became the choice in the 20th century. And now, gasoline is no longer really sustainable, so we're looking at alternatives to gasoline, like hybrid cars.
Right, and what is a hybrid car?
Well, a hybrid car is sort of a transitional vehicle. It uses an internal combustion engine, but it also has an electric motor in it. So it's a
Okay.
very efficient car.
So it uses gas and electricity.
Yes, it uses much less gas though. Like when it's sitting at a stoplight or something, it turns off the combustion engine and only uses the electric battery.
Oh, so it's saving gas and money and all that.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's much more efficient. You get much better mileage. It burns a lot cleaner because it's only burning some of the time and not all of the time. But the electricity has to come from somewhere. I mean, we could use solar.
We could.
That's one alternative.
So we're just trying to avoid fossil fuels, basically.
Yeah, they're not sustainable anymore. They cost too much in every way, and it's just it's an idea that's past its time. But then again, with electric, you still got to generate that electricity somewhere. You plug it into the wall, that power doesn't come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Whoa, this car's over 100 years old and it runs on electricity? Electricity, huh? And what am I doing here? Photovoltaic cells. Oh, they're solar cells. Cool. Wow, shiny. Cool. Solar power. Reminds me of the time where I baked that cake. I love cake. What's this exhibit about? Solar panels churn sunlight into electricity. Tracking devices follow the sun's position during the day. Simple mirrors reflect more light onto the panels to increase the amount of electricity generated. Looks like it's trying to harness water energy. Insert blades into hub. Attach hub to shaft. Okay. Adjust water flow. And how much energy is generated. What happens if you change the numbers, shapes, or angles of the blades? Let's find out. Looks like when you make a bigger blade and adjust it at the right angle, it goes faster and it builds more energy. Wow, that jumped up. 107, 110, it's climbing, 113. Let's see. Design a turbine to harness wind energy. Insert blades into hub. Attach hub to tower in wind tunnel. How much energy is generated? Oh, wow. Okay, hitting thousands. And what happens if you change the number, shapes, or angles of the blades? Oh, wow. Look at the difference. This one has about 1,000, and this one has about 300. So, guess what? The front one went faster than the back one. I guess shapes and sizes do make a difference. Oh, hey, guys. Huh. Bright ideas. See how good design can save energy. I wonder what they mean by that. So the cooler only takes 37 watts, and the fan takes 79 watts. Whew. I'm getting paid by the hour for this, right? An LED traffic light takes 6 watts. And that traffic light takes 69 watts. Whew. Ah. I get it. Good design can help save energy by using less power. People need more efficient ways to use Earth's abundant energy. They sure do.
Mom, what are you doing here?
Susie told me everything. You've already missed the first half of your lesson. Come on, let's go.
No, what?
Whoa, whoa. We have important scientific business to attend to.
Look, I'm sorry, but Zoe has been skipping out on all of her lessons and missing some very important things at school.
Is this true, Zoe?
Come on, Zoe,
Well,
let's go.
no, please, can we just see what we did? And maybe, like, if it works.
All right, this better be good. What do you got?
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you were really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Hey guys, I got the keys. You guys get it to work yet?
Well, JD, maybe if you knew how to take care of the car properly, these things wouldn't happen to you where they fail on you. So I think we better just go over a little checklist of things you need to keep an eye on to keep your car running. First of all, starting over here, coolants. This coolant tank is woefully low. It needs to be filled all the way up to here. Then we have the oil. Now, how do you know if you're going to add more oil or not? You check the oil. And that's this dipstick down here. Now when you pull it out, you want to wipe it off on the first attempt because when it's just been running, it will register false. It will show that you have more oil than you do. So you dip it in a second time, and if it comes up to here, and it's thin, but it's dirty, this needs to be clean and changed, but it's all right. Power steering fluid, woefully low. And washer fluid, right here, just about virtually empty. Of course, then we have tire pressure, and it'll tell you how much they should be inflated on the tires. Lastly, you check the fuel gauge, in which you would, if you had done, would realize it's empty.
Oh, you forgot something.
Isn't that cool?
Just saying, I'm pretty impressed. You know? Seems like you got a pretty good thing going here. Now, Zoe, be honest. Do you really want to be a scientist?
Mom, I love working here. I can't just quit now.
Zoe is really quite gifted.
All right, well, you could keep working here on one condition.
Okay, anything. What is it?
You gotta stick to your lessons and no more lying and no more secrets, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. Once I started keeping it a secret, I just couldn't stop.
All right, well, we could talk about this tonight when we get home, all right?
Okay.
All right, now finish off your lesson and I'll see you later.
Okay.
The pleasure is all mine, Mrs. McGillicuddy.
It's nice to meet you, Professor.
Is that your mom?
Yeah, sorry.
You know, you should be thankful your parents are still here. I was adopted when I was a baby, and my dad left when I was still young.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. No one does.
That's so sad.
It's cool. I'll learn how to deal with it. But if it wasn't for my mom and Uncle Grumpy Pants, I'd be in big trouble. Don't take your parents for granted. Yeah, well anyway, get on my face, short stack. I gotta go to the tech museum.
Ha ha ha. Later, JD. So, what did we learn today? We learned about internal combustion, hybrid cars, and new technologies to help reduce the amount of carbon dioxide we use to get around. We also learned about how to do basic maintenance on a car to keep it running right. If you want to learn more, look us up online or send us an email at madsciencesanjose@gmail.com.